What's up, everybody? This is Ryan from Fistful of Potions, and welcome to Level Grinding, a place where I can have rants and tangents and have a hard time doing this because I've done this for 7 times now. So I'm going to try and wing it and just keep going. I'm not going to stop. We're just going to do this. So it seems like not a podcast goes by where I don't have some kind of rant, tangent, or some kind of spinoff where I just have to go onto a fit about something. So rather than waste the valuable time where everybody else could be talking, I'm going to try to move those into one solid place, one little box, if you will, called YouTube. So to start off this segment, I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this because I've never done a video blog. So I'm not really sure if I'm the type of vlogger, video blogger, there we go, that is the type that constantly looks you in the eyes and looks directly in the camera like a creeper. And it's just like, hey, what's up? We talking here? How's it going? Or if I'm the type that is going to be constantly looking away, like you're going to somehow suck my soul through my eyes if I stare you down. And there's really those are the two different types of video bloggers, and I think I fall somewhere in between that. Like I'm probably going to be looking into the camera, looking over here, looking down here, or maybe even looking back at the screen where Gran Turismo is playing. How could you not expect a new segment where I talk about rants and not start with Gran Turismo? Seriously. So, let's jump right in. Gran Turismo, damage. Gran Turismo's never had damage. Now it has damage. Everybody asked for damage, and now what do we think? Meh. Really, guys? You're killing me. So, it honestly seems like all the people who really care about having damage in the game are people who don't play Gran Turismo. And that seems kind of strange and kind of weird, but really think about it. Talk to some people. The people who are really stressing the fact that Gran Turismo needs to be the #1 damage simulator, like it is the #1 driving simulator, are typically either a casual Gran Turismo player or they play other games, or they just don't even care. They just want something to rant about. So, which is kind of stupid because the people who really do like to play the game typically don't really focus or care on the game. And even Kazunori himself has said that damage has never been and hasn't been at the top of his priority list to do in the game, just because he's focusing so much attention on doing other things that we kind of care more about. So let's talk for a second about why the damage in Gran Turismo kind of sucks, or kind of sucks to someone else's opinion, or is just fine. I'm kind of on the fence on this. I don't really care if there's damage in the game, but the damage that is there is kind of weak. So I don't know where I'm kind of headed with my personal opinion yet, but we're just talking facts right now. So Gran Turismo has a really big following, not in the games industry, but in the automotive industry. I'm talking about the automotive manufacturers. They have a really strong relationship with Polyphony, and they allow Polyphony to do certain things that other developers can't do. Gain access to cars before anybody else sees them, gain access to information before anybody else gets them, gain access to events that people can't get into. So because of this, and because they get all of this valuable, sensitive data for the game, they don't want to sacrifice that, which goes into the core factor of the game, for damage. And what I'm getting at is if Nissan comes to Polyphony and says, look, we don't want the GTR to roll over in your game. We don't want the engine to be pushed into the passenger seat from a 150 mile an hour head-on collision. We don't want people to see that for our car. They have to abide by that. Because if they don't, and they say, yeah, well, you know what? Piss off, Nissan. Then Nissan's going to say, or when they go back to Nissan and say, hey, can we get into this event? Nissan's going to be like, guess what? piss off Pliffity, and they don't want to do that. So because they don't want to break the relationship, they have to follow what the manufacturer says. But that aside, I think the biggest problem with this on any, doesn't matter what side you're looking at it. If you're outside looking in saying Gran Turismo is stupid because it doesn't have damage, or Gran Turismo is stupid because it has stupid damage now, or if you're a Gran Turismo fanboy and you're trying to, prove why it doesn't matter if Gran Turismo has damage or not, or if you're a casual Gran Turismo fan who's just like, sure, damage is cool, I guess. The bottom line is that damage isn't really what the game is about. And I'll make an example, say burger and fries. You go to a restaurant, you order a burger and fries. The main meal is the burger. That's what you came there for. That's what you're going to eat more of. Statistically speaking, most people, throw away their fries, or do not finish the fries, or give the fries to someone else. They're there to eat the burger. So what I'm getting from everybody that is ranting and all up in arms about how crazy the damage sucks in Gran Turismo is, these are people going into a restaurant and saying, I want a burger and fries, but I want perfectly seasoned, perfectly cooked, golden crispy fries. I want the fries to be straight off the fryer and perfect. Okay, sure, what about your burger? I don't know, just wipe it all up on your fucking sweaty ass or something. I don't care. I just want the fries. And then you wait, and 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 then here's your food. Now you have a sweaty ass burger and perfect fries. When statistically speaking, you're going to eat all of that sweaty ass and only some of the fries. So, with that really strange analogy said, I think we honestly just, everybody as a digital automotive community need to really just stop focusing so much on, does Gran Turismo have damage? Is it good? Do we care? And let's talk about other factors that will change more for the game. Maybe like dynamic weather and stuff like that. I'd honestly rather see dynamic weather than a completely intricate damage engine. And not just because I know that they won't ever be able to do that because of their relationships with the manufacturers. It's just because this seems like it would impact the whole race rather than that one moment where I messed up and I hit the wall and now my car is completely crunched and I'm like, neat. Start, restart race. So for that split second that I saw it and I was like, that was kind of cool. All that effort, all this arguing is for just that split second that I crash my car and go, interesting. Alright, back into the actual racing again. So, all I have to say is, really people?